Hey y'all, it's Christy Cook from Teadoddles. It's time for episode number 22 of Teadoddles Talks. First off, I'd like to welcome all new subscribers and welcome back subscribers. It's always fun to see new subscribers. When I look at my subscriber count, I think I'm up to 545 or 547, something like that. So that's exciting. I love to talk to y'all in the comments, so feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you want to show off your makes, because I love to see those as well, you can always go join my makers group, Teadoddles Makers on Facebook, which there's always a link down below to, and share your makes in there, because I do a monthly drawing for a $20 Amazon gift card in that group. And all you really have to do is, I'm doing a finish along, maker finish along. No matter what you make, you can post in that group. I lost my train of thought, y'all. I was doing so good. All you have to do to enter that particular thing in my Facebook group is to show me what you're making, show me your finished UFOs, which is the whole point of the finish along, and then we have monthly challenges you can participate in, which is actually designed to help you kind of work through your maker space and organize your maker space and work through being a maker to a certain extent. You know, this issued June's challenge, which I can't believe it's June 2nd already. And it's about organizing your maker stashes, which we did a big cleanup of our maker spaces in January to start us off, but June is halfway through the year, believe it or not, and I know mine was super messy, and so it's getting more detailed about organizing those stashes, maybe making logs and scrapbooks or just journals or something of the makes you're doing, so you can keep up with everything. And it can seem like a tedious and time-consuming chore, but once it's done, believe me, it's worth it. So I will talk about that a little bit more. You may notice my shelf looks a little different back here because I have been, for the past 2 days, reorganizing my fabric stash. So that took quite some time because I have a lot of fabric, y'all. It's I don't know which stash is bigger, the yarn or the fabric. Yarn tends to be bulkier. Fabric can get flatter, so I don't know. They're about equal, I think. So, alright, so this particular podcast, I always say I don't think it's going to be as long, but we'll see. This will not post probably until Monday afternoon. Because I'm recording things today and I may get to edit later today. I don't know, but I've got some sewing I need to be working on. So I just wanted to get these recorded and onto my computer so when I get a chance to edit them, I can. My goal is to have this podcast uploaded by Monday afternoon, evening, and then Tuesday I will post my thyroid cancer survivor video, because Tuesday is my cancerversary, so I wanted to post it on that day. So I'm recording everything today, and I just uploaded a video that you may or may not have seen where I'm wearing the same shirt. It says #thankful. Thought it was appropriate to wear, especially since I'm doing my thyroid cancer survivor video. This is another shirt I got from Sense of Style. They always have such neat shirts, and their shirts are nice. I mean, this has been washed many times. No fading, no shrinking. I love their t-shirts. So, I wear a lot of them, actually. So, you've probably already seen that video. It was the shortest video I've ever done, but it's an update on my Yarnapalooza video, which there's a giveaway going on in, and you need to watch it to know all about it. But I added some updated information in the description to comply with YouTube's terms of service about giveaways, which I should have been doing all along. I've been seeing people talk about it, but I should have known that. I have a blog where I have to comply with all kinds of things, even things in other countries. So just be sure to go check that out. I have extended that particular giveaway until June 7th, and it does tell you that in the description now. It tells you all about it. So if you've already commented on that video, please go back and check it out, and that's why I'm leaving it open for another week so people can be sure to read that. I will have those in my... I will be posting a separate video just to announce the winner of that giveaway, which will also include all of that in the description. Okay, so all those rules and regulations. I'll just try. I left my coffee way over here. I am still drinking coffee, even though it's like almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Drinking out of my Be Yourself mug today. Y'all probably seen that before if you've followed me for a while, but no new coffee mugs today. Probably don't need any because I'm running out of room in the cabinet, but anyway. Let's see. I told you about that. I got my little notes here, so hopefully I don't forget about anything. My fever, blister, cold sore, whatever you want to call it, has pretty much healed. There's a little spot there, and that is mostly because I kept bumping it. No, I didn't bump it because I was eating or drinking things. I bumped it in other ways that makes no sense. How did I even bump that? Why did that include me touching my lip, making up the bed, changing my shirt, which I guess makes a little more sense, but I don't know, y'all. Which I bumped it several times, which made it bleed. So, you know. Anyway, it's almost gone. It's just a little spot there. It's not even... It's healing. It's healing. Anywho. Also, I will be adding some links down below. I realized after I did last week's podcast, I was lazy and I didn't do show notes on my blog. I just kind of dropped some links down below in it. But I missed several things that I should have put in there. So I'll be putting those links down below. I missed putting a link to my friend Sky's Etsy shop. How did I do that? I don't know, but I did. I also missed putting links to, what else did I see? That creative personality test I was telling y'all about. So I will be adding those down below this week. I'm trying to keep the links down below, but also I like having people go to my blog to look for the links. I don't know if people actually do that. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes this week whenever I get this edited and stuff. So, what else? Oh, I also wanted to tell y'all that my son has started a, Twitch streaming channel. I'm not familiar with Twitch other than talking to him about it. It's live streaming. He does video games. He's currently doing mostly Minecraft. He will be doing League of Legends and possibly other games. It's going to be a variety channel. It's not going to be focused on one game. He builds some pretty awesome things in Minecraft. I've never played any of those games, y'all. I'm not a gamer. I play word games on my phone. That's about the extent that it goes. It's just not my thing. But I told him I would share that with y'all in case I know there are some people, as I've talked to him in the comments before, that may be interested in that sort of thing, or you may know someone who's interested in that sort of thing. So his channel is under Banana Bagel. And bagel is not spelled correctly because he started that email or that little tag a long time ago when he was very young, and he misspelled bagel, and he's just kept it that way. So I'll put a link for that down below so you can go check it out if you like. I will say that he is an adult. He's 20 years old, and I don't know that it's kid friendly. I'm just gonna say that. I don't know. So he's an adult, and he just enjoys the laid back aspect, I guess is what he said, of Minecraft. He's pretty good at making the structures and stuff. I don't understand the whole thing. I know that I've had a lot of my students, because I teach drafting, talk about Minecraft when they do the 3D modeling in my class. So but I wanted to tell y'all about that, so you can go check that out if you're interested, and just watch him. He streams, I don't know, he's gonna be streaming when he can between work and going to school. So yeah. Okay, what else? Oh, you know what? I've noticed that there are a lot of Pats around. There are at least 2 or 3 in my Facebook group, and I know there are some that comment down below here. The other day I filled orders in my Etsy shop, and I think both of their names were Pat, which is so interesting to me. And then I also, my husband has an aunt whose name is Patty. And then the student that is riding with me to classes this summer, his first name is Patrick, although he goes by his middle name. But that all reminded me of a babysitter that I had when I was younger. Her name was Patsy. So I just thought that was funny, and I just felt the need to share that with y'all for some reason. But there are Pats everywhere, and I love it. So if your name's Pat, hey Pat. Hey to everybody else too, though. Let's see. Have anything else life in admin? I feel like there's something else I was going to tell you about. Mostly that I still don't have air in my vehicle, but it's not too bad. We roll the windows way down on the way back home, and it's not horrible. My hair is super tangled, but I'm not going anywhere usually when I leave, so I'm not worried about that. Although I am getting a haircut this Friday, this coming Friday. I have a scheduled appointment finally. Look at it, y'all. Look at how, I mean, it's out of control. It's just, I know that doesn't seem out of control to a lot of people. As I mentioned before, my hair used to be to my waist. Once I cut it off, I realized how heavy it was, and that I really just did not want to deal with that anymore. So I will be getting it cut back fairly short when I go, because it's hot, y'all, and this is at a length where it just makes my head hot, and I can't pull it back or anything. I can't really do much with it. So yeah, I usually leave it longer up here and cut it shorter back here. So something to look forward to in next week's podcast. I will have a haircut. Yay! Anything else going on that I want to tell you about? I don't know. I've spent the past 2 days reorganizing my fabric stash, as I said previously, but I'll go over that some more in my fabric obsessed section. So if I think of anything else along the way, I'll tell y'all about it, because I can't think of anything else to put in this section. So I think it's time to move on. It's time for yarny goodness. Okay, y'all? I don't have a super amount of finished projects to show y'all in any section this week, because I've been working on stuff, but like I said, I've been busy reorganizing, so that's been my big project, which I did finish. So that is something I finished. But I did want to show y'all, I forgot, I don't have any finished objects again in crochet or knitting. I did on my knitted sweater make it to the point where you mark for the sleeves. I was super excited about that when I finally got that 18 inches. Now I have to do another, what is it, 7 3/4 of an inch above that before I can start on the collar piece. And I was hoping to have that finished to show y'all, but it just didn't happen. I think I'm at like 3.5 inches right now. So maybe by next time I'll have that one panel done, and then I got to do the other side and the 2 sleeves. But I forgot to show y'all that the crocheted sweater I've been working on, I did finish the back panel, and I started on the sleeve, but I ran out of yarn, so I really need to go get some more of the Karen tweeted yarn, Simply Soft, which I meant to pick up when I went to Walmart the other day, and I forgot all about it. But so this is the back panel, because I'd said that in case I run out of the baby alpaca I'm blending with this, I would be striping or fading the front. So I finished this and started on the sleeve, but this one was kind of interesting because right here, once you get to here, you can see how it extends out just a little bit at the top, which is different because I guess it has the drop seam shoulder. The drop, is that right? I don't know, that sounds wrong, but because typically you would decrease here before you add the seam so that the seam is up here. That's the way most garments are made, even sewn garments. But this one goes out, so that was a little bit different. You had to do, okay, this is stuck. Let me get this focus. There we go. You had to do a foundation single crochet to extend that on the side, which was quite interesting because I've never done that to extend a garment before, or to extend anything before, so that was interesting. That was a learning thing. But that is the whole front, and I checked it and it seems like it's going to work pretty good for me. So it actually stay up there. It actually will come out. The seam for the sleeve is going to be way down here. So because when I was looking at the rows for the sleeve, I thought that didn't seem like it's going to be long enough, but it's because this extends out so far. So the seam will be way down here, which that's just a design of the garment. So I finished the back side and I started on the sleeve, which is just the same stitch. It does have, well, the bottom of this does too, like a basic row at the bottom. I don't know if you're even gonna be able to see that. Am I even on the bottom? No, this is the bottom right here. Not this. So it's just a row of single crochet, which makes it kind of stand out a little bit for the cuff. So this will be my sleeve, which I'm a little bit concerned. Oh, but I don't think it'll be a problem because my the seam is gonna be so far down. I think it's gonna be okay because it's a little, it went up. It might be too tight in my upper arm if it went up anymore, but I'm hoping that it's gonna be okay because it's supposed to be a really loose, nice fitting sweater. But I like it. Like I said before, I love this fabric it made. And in case you haven't seen it before, this is where I blended Caron Simply Soft Tweed and this gray heather with a 100% baby alpaca lace, which is what the orange is in there. So, and I just wound it up together on my yarn winder to make me a cake, and so I could crochet from it, and super love the way it feels. It's so squishy and soft. So there's that. Gotta get more yarn. Gotta get more of the Caron Simply Soft Tweed before I can finish that. So, and the only other thing that I have progress that you can actually see is my maker bag, or market bag, from my Jimmy Bean's crochet club. So I've gotten pretty good distance up here. I really love these colors together. So there we go. So the body of the bag is very lacy, and it kind of, the bottom is wider and it goes in like that. So I don't know, I think I've got like 2 or 3 more repeats and then I'll be to the top, and I think you add some more of the blue at the top. So, and I guess the last one will be the handles, which I think is in gray from the preview I saw. So that is really all I have to show you as far as my whips and things for crochet or knitting, anything. I do have a few new purchases that I would like to share with y'all. Of course, you know. I'm trying to think. Yes, I did. Okay. Also, before I go to my new purchases, I would like to say that I feel like I am experiencing a little bit of what they call FOMO, fear of missing out, from seeing all the yarn hauls from Hobby Lobby. They're having a big clearance and it's starting to hit all the stores now, and I have seen some amazing yarn hauls. There was a lady that posted one in my Facebook group. Oh my goodness. And then I've been talking to the Pat that I met in the Joann's, and she said they are marking down the clearance in that Hobby Lobby, which, y'all, I don't need any more yarn. I'm supposed to be on a ban. I put myself on a crafty buying ban. I have, everything's full, overly full. Plus, she said that the lady was going to be marking it down more Monday and Tuesday. I have to work in Americus, and I don't know what I'm talking about. This is in Georgia. Americus is 45 minutes away from me, driving time. So I don't get off work till 2. So then I have my student I have to drop off. Where my Hobby Lobby is 45 minutes in the other direction from me. Which I suppose is a good thing, because I really don't need any more yarn. But most of the stuff I've seen on clearance is the Yarn Bee yarn, which I really don't have any of. I have a few things. And I've been seeing a lot of cakes, which cakes are just a weakness of mine. I don't know what it is about the cakes, y'all. So we shall see if I convince myself to drive all the way over there after work Monday. I really don't need to do that. Since I have no AC, that may be a deterrent, which it needs to be, because I don't need to be going over there. But some of those cakes are $1.74, y'all, and then some of the other yarn is 99 cents. It's just so tempting. So I'm just gonna have to watch everybody. I feel like I should go. It's Sunday. They're not open on Sunday, so, or I probably would be gone already. Which is terrible. I don't need any more yarn. I don't need it. So I think I may just live vicariously through seeing all the yarn hauls. I saw Rose Likes Crochet. She had a yarn haul she posted on Instagram, so I know she'll have a video of that soon. Which may be a bad thing to watch the video, because then it makes me want to go even more, which I don't need to do. So, yeah, so I just wanted to get that out there. Okay, so let me show you my new purchases. I was super excited. Leisure Arts, which I didn't get my video posted enough time to put links to that, but they had a great sale over Memorial Day where they had their digital books 50% off, and I think they had 30% off of their physical books. So a lot of their books you can either order the physical form or the digital form, and the digital form is usually a little bit cheaper. Plus most of their regular books, like the books that they produce, are just like booklets is what I call them. They're not like a book. They're pretty thin little paperback. I usually get the digital because I can get it instantaneously and keep it in my library on my computer. But they had one book that I have seen more than one place that I really wanted. It was not on sale. I don't know why. The original price of this is like 19 something. I think it's right at $20. But I had a coupon, a best customer coupon. I get them just about every time I buy anything from them, which gives you 35% off your order. So I thought, well, I'll use it on that. It took 35% off of my whole order, even the stuff that was already on sale. So that was pretty awesome. So, and then they also let you count digital purchases as part of your total towards any shipping. So that's pretty cool too. So I reached that. I think it's $40, $35 or $40 you get free shipping. So I reached that limit, but then I got the discount after that. So I still got free shipping, and I think I only spent like $27 and something, which is pretty cool. Hang on a second, y'all. Sorry, I had to get a tissue. My nose always starts running when I talk. I don't know. But anyway, let me show you the book I got, which I really love. It's called Crocheted Succulents. Now look at that. Look at those. They're so beautiful. And I thought this was a hardback. It's not. It's paperback, but it's a pretty thick book. And y'all, the pictures in this book are so beautiful. Look at that. Oh. And it has great instructions. I can't show you the instructions, but it's, I'll hold this far back and try to cover up things. So it has beautiful pictures. I think that's kind of blurry, but that'll keep you off from copying stuff. And it has instructions. It even has the photos that show the actual size of it. Okay. Am I fuzzy? You know, sometimes it's hard to tell on this. There we go. I think that's better. And it tells you what kind of cactus it is. Oh, it has some. It has 25 different projects in here, and in the back it has like other getting started, like the different things you'll need. It even has abbreviation chart, and it has some crochet techniques in the back. Yeah, so look at those pictures in the back of the book. They're so pretty. Y'all can see them, but anyway, hard to hold a book up while you're trying to look at it. But I really love this book, and I'm super excited to make some cactuses. I showed y'all some little planter things I got from the Dollar Tree last week, and also I've realized that I don't really have that much green yarn. I have a little bit, which I will be working with before I go buy any more. But I just thought about that after. I was like, you know what, I really don't have that much green yarn for some reason. I don't know why. It's not like I'm opposed to the color green, but I also ordered this cute planter, which I'm going to use for one of these bigger cacti. Look at him. It's a llama. Look at that face. And that little lopsided ear. He is so cute. Look at him. This is ceramic. He has a little tail. Yeah. I thought he was so cute, and I had to get him. So I think his original price on their website is $7.99. Now, Leisure Arts is something you'll probably see in some of your craft stores. You'll see things by Leisure Arts. I've seen them in Walmart, and I think Joann's, perhaps Michael's or Hobby Lobby, I don't know. But they have a website where they sell their stuff directly. So, and they are an affiliate of mine, so my link down below will be an affiliate link. But they did not buy this for me. I bought it for myself, and I love it. So cute. So, hold on. I'm gonna move some stuff around. I do have a bit of yarn to show y'all. So, on Blueprint, which is formerly Craftsy, I am a member of that, and they are an affiliate as well. I try to be an affiliate with as many crafty people as I can. It just, since I buy from them, I like to promote them. This yarn, let's see, what did I have? I had an email that was like, you didn't know what you would get. It was a surprise. So I clicked on it, and it wound up, it was $10 off your $40 order, I think is what it was. Plus, if you are a member of their streaming service, which is only like $8, it's $7.99 a month, which is cheaper than it used to be. And I need to be watching some of those videos. I forget about it. I'm paying for it, but I forget about it. But they have a lot of learning videos for just about anything you can imagine you want to learn. And then they just have some fun, crafty kind of shows you can watch, I guess. Anyway, I've been wanting to get some dyeable yarn, which actually I had ordered some from Knit Picks already, because they had 20% off their entire site coupon the other week, and I ordered some, which it hasn't got here yet, and I ordered this afterwards. But anyway, this is what it is. It's yarn. it's blank yarn. So this is Superwash Merino. It's an ecru, that is the color. But it's in there. They have a bunch of different kinds. You get 10 skeins, and I think the original price on this was $39 for 10 skeins. But I got the 15% off, which made it 33 something. Then I got the $10 off my total order coupon. And I did order some fabric to push it over that $40 limit, which I'll show you later. So that was another $5 off of this. So that means, let's see, 33 minus 5, $28 and some change for 10 skeins. That's pretty good. This is a number 2 sport weight yarn. There's 200 yards, 183 meters, 1.8 ounces, and 50 grams per skein. So it's not like a 100 gram skein, but it's a 50 gram skein. So, and this is 100% superwash merino wool. And I did open the package a little bit so I can feel it. It's very soft, y'all. It is very soft. So, I've seen everybody dye their yarn and stuff. I don't want to dye, well, I will be dyeing yarn, but I don't want to dye it in the skein. I want to make a garment and dye it. So that is my plan. That's why I wanted this 10 skein. It should be enough for me to make, there's 200 yards times 10, that's 2,000 yards. So that should be enough for me to make a sweater or a cardigan, something, you know, nothing too big. And then I'm going to dye it after I make it. So that is what I want to do. So it's not going to be dyeing the skeins and then crocheting or knitting with it. I want to make the garment and then dye it. So I wanted to see how that would turn out. So that is why I ordered this. And then from Knit Picks, I ordered, it was organic cotton is what I ordered. I ordered it in 2 different weights. I ordered it in fingering weight and sport weight as well. I think sport or DK weight. I can't remember which one. So I could see how it did for different things. So this is another place to check for dyeable yarn if you're into that. They had a bunch of different kinds, and they all vary in price depending on what it's actually made of. So most of it is wool. I don't think I saw any cotton on their site. So, but yay! And then, oh, I know something I forgot to tell y'all about. That package was delivered by FedEx, but I ordered the Chewy box from, this is a brief interlude from Yarny Goodness, y'all. Sorry. I ordered the Chewy box for my dogs, and it was supposed to be here Thursday. On it, really, because there's some wet dog food that I ordered that I mixed in with there, and I was out like 2 days. I ran out 2 days before it was coming, and they just sit there and stare at me at night when it's dinner time like, I'm sorry, you do have food, you just you know. But anyway, it didn't come Thursday, and when I looked back Friday to see what was going on, it said it couldn't give me a date of when it would be delivered. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't give me a date of when it'll be delivered? That's kind of crazy. So Saturday, my other package was scheduled to come from FedEx, and I wound up getting my stuff from Blueprint and my Chewy box, which looked like somebody had run it over. I mean, it was horrible. It was like, I can insert a picture here just so y'all can see it. I'll probably just pop it up in this corner over here. But it's like, what the heck? And it looked like they had just barely tried to tape it back together. It had a big hole on one side where it had cracked open. They didn't tape that. And when I opened it, first of all, the 2 packs of canned dog food were missing. They were not in the package at all. The smaller bag of dog food I ordered for my little dog, it had ripped part of the packaging off, and it had opened one corner, so it was leaking out in the box. I was like, what in the world? No offer of an explanation as to what happened, or we're sorry that your package is damaged. I've gotten packages from the mail, from the U.S. Post Office, and they always will say, or it'll have a sticker on it saying it was received damaged, and they try to tape it up much better than they taped up that box. I was like, really? So, anywho, I emailed the Chewy people, and they were really nice about it. They're sending me replacement for the canned goods, and he's replacing that small bag of dog food, which I told him I didn't really lose but like maybe a handful of dog food. But he said it could have spoiled because it was opened, and I was like, okay, well, I still fed it to my dog, but it's like, okay, I appreciate that, you know? So, they're super nice, and I appreciate that. So, if you've been thinking about using Chewy, you get a really great deal in the beginning, and then it goes up, of course, but they still have sales and stuff, and I enjoy using the service because I have to feed my bigger dog grain-free dog food because she has a tendency to get like yeast infections in her ear and stuff, and I've noticed that if she eats a grain-free dog food, it doesn't happen as much, so or not at all. So I can't always find a brand that or it's hard to find that stuff where I live, and I get a better price on Chewy. So, and plus it ships to my door, which they always make it out like you don't have to lug the food to your door, but I'm like, you gotta lug that box inside still. So anyway, all right, back to the yarny goodness, which I think I've actually no, I had a few more things. Sorry. My new club should be in Monday or Tuesday, so I'll be doing that video. I may not get that done next week. It may be the week after, but that's actually for May's yarn club. I've got to get on ordering one for this month sooner so I can actually do it in the month that I signed up for it, but which some of them actually don't ship out until the end of that month, so I wouldn't be able to do it anyway. But something that I did do, this is a different kind of club. It is an origami charm club. It's knitting. It's from Mama Bear Knits Company on Etsy. She sends you, what is it? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of the ring style stitch markers for knitting, and then one with the lobster class that's the origami charm that she talks about. So I don't have any of those ring style ones for knitting. I've been using the little clasp ones, which don't work that great when you have to move them over. So it's not very expensive. I want to say it's like $5 to $7 a month or something, but it is based out of Canada. So I called, she had a sale and she had this on sale, so I think my shipping was almost as much as the club itself because it's in Canada. So that's why I went ahead and tried it. It wouldn't be something I'd stick with because of the shipping, and that's just because I'm in the United States, but I know I have some Canadian viewers, so it's something you might want to think about. But here they are. This is what I got this month. Get this to focus. There we go. That's like an elephant head, and it's called origami because it has lines like it's folded, I guess. And this is her card. I'll try to focus on that. There we go. So y'all can see her information, even though I will probably put a little thing up there anyway for y'all to see. Come on, thing. There we go. It's like I'm not touching it enough to get it to focus. So that's something neat that you may want to try. It's a monthly club. It's a surprise. I think she sells yarn in her store as well, but I thought that was really cool. It did take a while to get here because it came from Canada, which always surprises me since Canada is connected. It's not like they have to get on an airplane or something. So I don't know. Of course, I would not like to be a post person or a FedEx deliverer, UPS. I would not. I mean, thank goodness for those people, because I mean, they drive all over the place and I deliver stuff every single day. And I was thinking about our post lady because I've noticed that our mail hasn't been getting here till like 5 o'clock, in the evening. It usually comes in the afternoon, but usually between 1:30 and 3:30 is when it gets here. But I thought, well, maybe it's because it's so hot, because if you're riding around, you have to stop and go constantly because you're delivering mail. And this heat, which has gotten to 100 degrees several days last week, your car will overheat if you have your air on. So I don't know if they can even keep their air on. So I feel for you, post people. I feel for you. I really do. So the only other thing that I wanted to talk about, and I talk about her every time, I know, I just love her yarn, Southern Skeins. Yeah. She has an advent calendar for Christmas that's up for purchase. And if you follow her on Instagram, she's about to put some 80s themed yarn in her shop. I want that yarn, y'all. I want it. It's so pretty. It's such bright colors and just... So I'm hoping I'll catch it, some of it, before she sells it all. Y'all don't buy it all. Don't do it. No. I'm just playing. Maybe I'll catch it. I'm not supposed to be buying yarn anyway, but I can't turn that down. But the advent calendar, as I said before, I've been talking to her about something special we're working on. I can't really say anything about it because I'm still talking to her about it. So, but I also wanted to say the June's her mystery sock yarn, which is only $22 a month, and that includes shipping, y'all. And if you go through Crate Joy, she has a coupon where you get like 20% off the first box. Pretty awesome. There will be a crochet pattern in this month's, in June's box. And I think you have until the 15th to order, because she ships out on the 15th. So, yeah. And she's been doing sneak peeks on there. And so this month it comes with a pattern for the yarn that will utilize the yarn that you get. And it's a crochet pattern, and I think it's like a little shrug or something like that, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm excited about that. Yeah, that's exciting. So it's something to think about if you've been thinking about joining a yarn club and you want some awesome yarn, and you always get such great goodies. I show them to y'all all the time. So I think that's everything for this segment. Time for Fabric Obsessed. So, as I mentioned earlier, I have been reorganizing my fabric stash. So you'll notice that things look a little different back here on my shelf. These are all my quilting cotton yardages, and these are yardage to half yards down here. And I ordered some, I think I showed them to you last time. They're like cardboard. I've got one right here. I'll show you. Yeah, they're just little cardboards. I think they're like 6 3/4 by 10.5 inches or something like that. A lot of people use them if they collect comic books. You put it in the sleeve to keep them straight. But I've seen a lot of people use it to store their fabric, and they work pretty well. They work really well for cotton fabrics like this. I did manage, let's see, some of these have 5 or 6 yards on it, so that worked really well to keep them, to help stiffen it up so I can stack it up like books, like my fabric library right here. Well, this is only a portion of it, y'all. I have another shelf over there that has much more fabric on it, because I have apparel fabrics, home decor fabrics, and quilting fabrics, because I sew everything. So I have a little bit of everything. I did reorganize everything, and I have been making little cards like this with fabric samples, which I only did this for home decor and apparel fabrics. I did not do this for my quilting cottons because I will use every last bit of that. You know, you get down little squares like that. You can use that in a quilt. You can use it in all kinds of stuff. So I don't cut samples off of that fabric. I'm going to make either an Excel chart or just a log note of what I have. I may do XL because I can insert a picture in it, but I'll have a blog post coming out Monday that deals with how I organize my quilting fabrics, because I did a blog post on Friday that dealt with apparel fabrics, okay? So, I am going to insert a picture of my other fabric shelf so you can see how nice and organized it is. It's making me so happy, y'all. So happy. So here it is. And did you see it? Yes, I'm very excited about that because that shelf has metal dividers in it. It was an old library bookshelf, which is helpful in dividing up my fabric. And I had it divided up, but the way I had it folded is hanging off the front, some of it, and I didn't like that. So I figured out a way to fold it so that it fits much better. It did require me to reorganize some things. Now, the second shelf you'll see in that picture is fat quarters, or it's fat quarters or fat quarter-ish. Like it's big, it's smaller than a fat quarter usually, but not so small that I would put it in one of my scrap bins, which have been moved down here below. They're still there. They're just down on the shelf below this one. So, yeah, and I have, you can just barely see the top of, I'm gonna move this a little bit, y'all. Yeah, you can see that basket up there. Yeah. It used to have burlap in it, which I realized, I have some other burlap that's printed, which would be good for bags or something, but, like just a tote bag. But the burlap that was up in that basket, I bought it at a yard sale for $5, a whole bag of it. It's like that dusty, super cheap burlap. I realized I'm never gonna make anything other than maybe decorative with that, so I'm gonna use it in my garden, which I don't really have a garden right now, but I'll be using it in my flower beds as mulch, as like a weed deterrent, because you can use it for that and it'll be perfect for that. So I moved it out of here. It's just sitting in there in the other room now though. But that's what I'm going to use it for. And then in that basket now are quilt tops that they're called flimsies when it's just a quilt top and it hadn't been quilted. So the top's finished. It's just not, I haven't made the quilt sandwich and quilted it into an actual quilt. So, and then I have a basket inside the basket that has my Tula Pink and Special Fabric collection in it. So other people, sometimes I have visitors to my sewing room, mostly little ones, and they like to play, and I don't mind, but there are certain fabrics I don't want them to get into, so I keep it up there. Anywho, that's what I've been doing the past 2 days. Actually, really a good bit. I started on it last weekend. So I haven't done any sewing, which I gotta do today. So I gotta get done with this video. But, so I don't have any finished objects other than my project of reorganizing things. So I'm super excited about that because it just feels much better. And I feel like I'm going to have a better handle on what I actually have. I do have, you know, I participated in the Memorial Day sale, so I have some other fabrics coming. But I don't need to buy any more fabric. I really don't. You know, I got fabric everywhere, just like I got yarn everywhere. So, alright, let me show you what I got. Because that's really the only other thing I got. Let me see. Oh. Yeah, okay, I signed up for 2 fabric-y things recently over the weekend. One was for the Cotton Cuts Mystery Puzzle Quilt. Y'all, I had set a reminder on my calendar on my phone, but it did not remind me, which made me a little bit ill because they have like, they'll preview like the fabric sets for each quilt, and you can get a smaller quilt or a larger quilt, and what it is they send you the cut pieces each month to make the blocks for the quilt. So you don't have to cut anything. You can just sew it together, which is awesome. Even though I have a quilt kit I bought many years ago up in that basket I still haven't sewn together, but that's beside the point. They have several different fabric lines and choices they put together to choose from, and one of them was the Tula Pink Pinkerville new line. Like, I want that one, which is why I set my alarm so I could be right on it, because I knew it would be gone if I didn't. Well, my alarm did not remind me, and by the time I remembered or saw in my calendar that it was that day, they were already sold out of that one. So anyway, they did have 2 Allison Glass ones to choose from, and I love her fabric as well, so I chose one of the Allison Glass selections, and I did choose to do the larger quilt, which means it's like $25 a month, which that includes shipping, but you get the fabric, and it's already cut, and it's a nice designer line, and it's going to be a big quilt. It's not going to be, this is like a, I don't remember the dimensions, but it's a bigger quilt, because the smaller one was like $17 a month, I think. I went ahead and done the bigger one, so, and that's a 10-month thing, so it's $250, which may seem like a lot to some people, but I'm going to tell you, quilts are not cheap to make, depending on what fabric you choose. And to get fabric that's already cut up, sent to you every month, yeah. So, if you want to check it out, they had some still available. I don't know if they're still available now, but they only open up sign-ups ever so often, but it's called Cotton Cuts. The other thing I signed up for was from Jenny of Elephants. Jenny of Elephants. She has a quilt-along called Phyllis May's Kitchen, and it's actually blocks that for the quilt-along. It's not actually a quilt. It's blocks that you can quilt and put into a booklet, and it has pockets and stuff, and it has different things, kind of like it's supposed to be a place to store recipes and different things. Like, the Phyllis May's comes after her grandmother, and that's what the quilt-along is based on, but you can sew it into a quilt if you want to, the blocks. It has some embroidered blocks and piecing, and it's really cute. It is $7 a month to participate in that one, but she emails you all the information you need, and she's going to have some extra projects in there too, so that's something, if you like to quilt, you might want to check out. It was really cute, and I have the perfect, I'm going to show you some fabric I ordered from not Craftsy anymore, Blueprint, and then I have a fat quarter set back there I'll pull off and show you that's going to be perfect for that quilt along, and I have an idea about who it might be for, but I'm not going to say because they may be watching, I don't know. So okay, now we're going to move along to my purchases. There was a fabric de-stash on Instagram, which it's called Fabric De-Stash, I believe is the handle, but it's by somebody else. A lot of people will make another Instagram account when they do those, just for the de-stashes. This one in particular, I thought it was out of Canada, but I think it must be that they live right on the border between, because the shipping was from like Buffalo, New York or something like that. I don't know. So you have to be careful on those de-stashes, because a lot of times it's fabric that is out of print, so you're not necessarily going to get an awesome deal on the fabric. It's stuff that you can't buy anymore anywhere else, and people jump on it really quick, and you have to be fast, and you have to pay attention to how much money you're actually spending, because you have to pay for shipping too. So the very first post she did was of a Liberty Loan set, and I thought when I purchased this it was a fat quarter set. When I got it, I was like, this is not fat quarters, and I look back, it's fat 1/8. But I do not have any Liberty Loan in my stash. Liberty Loan is quite an expensive fabric. Anything Liberty, if you know, in the fabric world, is quite expensive, and I thought they only produced floral prints for the most part, but these were some of the coolest prints, and I'm happy I got them, even though it turned out to be a fat 1/8 set. It is so soft, it feels, it's 100% cotton, Liberty Loan, I believe, but it feels smooth and soft. But anyway, I'm going to show you what I got, because I did pay $31 for this Fat 8 set, which, like I said, I thought it was a fat quarter set when I first saw it. But I'm not, and Liberty Loan isn't a very expensive fabric, and you can't buy these prints anymore, so this is going in my personal collection of fabrics. So here we go. This is one. I'm going to try, y'all, I'm going to bring my camera a little bit closer. It's going to move. There we go. This will help. So I got that one, which is kind of an abstract print. Love the colors in it. This one is another colorful abstract print. I think all of these are very abstract. I'll show this side of this one. This is kind of a watercolor flower print. Now these are mostly florals, but there are some other prints in here that I had never seen before Liberty Loan. So love the color in that one. This one looks like stacks of books to me. That's what it reminds me of. Just a bunch of stacks of books. There's another floral print. And I love the colors in this set. Now this is peacock feathers, if I can pick it up. And I really love that print. That was one of the prints that caught my eye. And then this one kind of looks like feathers or leaves. Right there. This is another overall floral or just watercolory kind of print. And so is this one with a different color in it. And this one is just an abstract line-ish kind of print. This one I really love. It's a splatter paint kind of print. And this one right here is the one that caught my eye the most. You know what a big Alice in Wonderland fan I am. Look at how cool this is. This has a bunch of Alice in Wonderland characters on it. Although I don't think it has Alice in... Oh, it does have Alice. I see her dress at the top right there. But I really loved this print. That is the main reason I got this set. And then we have this one. And then we have this one, which looks kind of like patchworky flowers. So, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 Fat 8s Liberty Loan. And like I said, I got that at an Instagram D-stash. I was supposed to be getting one other flat fabric, but I noticed she gave me a refund, and I was like, okay. And then that fabric didn't arrive. And when I looked back, I saw someone posted under that one, because she'd like lay out fabrics, and she sold them in half-yard increments, or she may only have half-yard increments, and you had to say what letter you wanted, and how much you wanted. So I noticed that even though she had said that, because in the end, when it's over, she'll post under each one who got the fabrics, you know, she'll tag you in it. And for some reason, my fabric got sent to someone else, because they had said that they got the wrong fabric. I was like, oh. So I'm supposing that's why she refunded my money, because she's probably going to resend that lady her fabric. I don't know what happened. But I didn't get that one. I did get my money back, so it'll be fine. So, I gotta pause for just a minute, guys. Okay, sorry about that. I got a message from Jenna of Southern Skeins, and I wanted to look at it, because I had asked her about sharing what we were doing. So I'm going to go ahead and share that. Interrupted my fabric obsessed. I will be making a bag for her advent calendar. We're working out the details of it. May be a special size bag just for the advent calendar. Now, I do want to say her advent calendar is priced, it has a price on it right now, but since I've talked to her about the bag, we're trying to work out if that will be an add-on or if she's going to increase the price. So just know that we haven't worked that out yet, so the price will change most definitely because I'm going to be putting my bag in it, but I'm trying to keep it at a price that won't be too much more. Her advent calendar is like $75 right now, which is super cheap compared to all the other ones I've seen. So yeah, and I know she puts awesome stuff in all of her things like that, so that's what I'm so excited about. I'm making a special bag to go along with her advent calendar, and I believe there is going to be a knitting pattern in that goes along with that too, because she's working with a knitting designer. So I've seen her colors selections that she's working on for that, and I'm excited. Yeah, I'm super excited about that. So now I've shared it with y'all. So special bag from Teadoddles is gonna be in her advent calendar. Yay! Okay, so let's move on to look at the rest of my fabric stuff I wanted to show y'all. I got my latest and I just realized there's some yarn in here that I forgot to show. But I got my latest Darn Good Fabric of the Month Club. Here is the pattern that they put. They put a pattern each month with these. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the yarn, even though this is not Yarny Goodness. I forgot to show it in there. It'll be fine. I decided to try it. At checkout, they always have, or even if you're a member of a club, they have deals on different stuff. I don't think I paid but $5 for this, but it's banana fiber yarn. It's so cool looking, y'all. Never had banana fiber yarn. And I guess this is made from banana fiber. It's a number 4, 100 grams, 40 yards. It's called Kaleidoscope. So this is not a soft yarn. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you that. I don't know, I would make a basket or something out of it, but there's only 40 yards on this thing. So it would be a small basket, but I can't imagine making something to wear with this. It's not awful to touch, but it's not something I want next to my skin, if that makes any sense. I can touch it and it feels fine, but I know if I wore it, yeah, it's not that bad. But it's a stiff yarn. It's a very stiff yarn. So, but it's very pretty and very interesting to be made out of banana fibers. So, anywho, I just had to squeeze that in there. Squeezing all kinds of stuff in between stuff, y'all. I'm all mixed up today. But this is, I guess I can take it out of this plastic bag. Sorry about that, Redmond. But this is what we got this time. This is Gilded Iris. It's purple with some sparkly gold embossed stuff on it. It is, I think it's like leaves and stuff. I hadn't opened it up. This is 100% block printed sari silk. So these are, it says fat quarter. Yeah, they're actually 18 by 24, which is a slightly bigger dimension for a fat quarter. They're usually 18 by 22 because 22 is half of a 44-inch wide piece of fabric. Just so you know, 44, 45. And then of course we got the ribbon, which I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, I already canceled this because I love Darn Good Yarn. I'm just gonna say that they are one of my affiliates. I love them. I love what they're doing. It's awesome. I canceled it, number 1, because I joined those other clubs that I told you about previously, and number 2, it's advertised as getting the free bonus ribbon, but it's the same fabric as the fabric you're getting, and I don't like that. I mean, I feel like it should be something that coordinates with it, maybe. Not the exact same thing. So, I don't think the very first one I got was like that, but I was looking, because I have all the ones I have right, they're stacked right here. The very first one I opened up because I did a review of it, and it was like this one in particular is all the same fabric. There's a couple, there might be one other shade, one or two other shades of the purple in there, but it's basically what do you get, 4? Doodly-doo. I don't remember. 4 fat quarters, and this is basically the same fabric. And I had one other one that was like that. Now I have gotten 2 that were cotton linen, which I like that I didn't get all silk. The very first one though was 4 different colored fabrics, which I really liked. And I want to say the ribbon was not the same, but it could have been, and I didn't notice because it was 4 different fabrics. So I think the concept's really nice, and I'm looking forward to making some blocks with these that I do have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 of them. But those are the 2 reasons I canceled that, because I joined those other clubs, and I don't like that the ribbon is exactly the same thing as what you get with your fabric. But I do think that they still do an awesome thing, and I may rejoin their yarn club towards the end of the year. I stopped that only because I had an accumulation of their yarn that I hadn't used. I did wind up using some of it for that alicorn shawl I made. But, yeah. So there's that, which kind of got into mix up of the yarn and the fabric, which I love when things mix up together. So, I ordered, I'm going to show you this first. This is the fabric I got from Blueprint. I got 2 yards of it. It was like $4 or $5 a yard, which is pretty cheap. But it says blend, bake, fold, whisk. What does that say? Line? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. But sift, mix. It's just, it coordinates with a fat quarter bundle I have. I'm going to grab that off my shelf right quick because it's behind here that I ordered. This is their Lily and Loom line, which I had ordered this a while back. But it coordinates with this, which is got baking style stuff on it. And this is what I'm going to use for that quilt-along thing I joined. So, yeah. Most of my fat quarters are over there, but this is still tied in a nice neat bundle, so I put it over here. And it fits better right like that. There we go. Alright, so the last thing is the fabric I ordered from Down South Hippie. Gotta love that name. And I believe she's actually out of Missouri, which is not something I would consider in the South, but so she had some super cool things in her shop that I ordered. She has some good prices on it too, and these will all be for bags in the future. So let's see, I got this chicken fabric. I'll put these together. So it has chickens. It's kind of a modern print. What do you call that? I can't think of it right now. Mid-century print, that's what I want to call it. But it has the chickens on there, and I love the colors in this. And then I got this chicken feet print to go with it for lining the bags. So that is coming. And I got this to go together. So I really wanted a watermelon print. Y'all, as I've told you before, my city claims itself as the watermelon capital of the world. So I had to have a watermelon bag. Look at this. I thought this was so cute. I hadn't seen one like it. The watermelon slices look like they're quilted. They're made with quilting fabric. So I thought it was cute. And then I just got this red with the dots kind of like seeds in a watermelon. But I really like that. This is blowing out the camera. Yeah, it's pretty red. Then I got this one, which is to go with that mermaid fabric I showed y'all last time. So it looks like fish scales. I like the color. So that's what I got that one for. And then this one, y'all, this is even more awesome than it was when I saw it online, because you couldn't see all the animals on it. Look at it. This definitely fits in with my 80s theme. Check it out. All kinds of animals with the sunglasses on and the paint splatter. There is an elephant, a giraffe, that looks like a bull. This is a fox with a hat on too. Let's see, what else? Look at the other side. There's a bear and a cat and a goat. There are all kinds of animals on this. I opened it up and I was like, whoa, I didn't realize all this was on there. Oh, gotta show you. Right here, there is a pig, and that is a unicorn. Check it out. And then there's, what else is on here? I think there's, oh, I'm missing the duck. I thought this was such a cool fabric, y'all. There's all kinds of stuff on there. So, and that goes along with the 80s thing that I'm going to be doing in my shop. Seems to be the 80s has come back in fashion again, which I have to say there's some things from the 80s fashion that need to stay in the 80s, y'all. I've seen lots of versions of fanny packs. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Nobody wants to see fanny packs. And I've seen them where they wear them across like this. That doesn't make it better. Anywho, I've seen a picture of The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, I think that's his name, from the 80s, where he had on his black turtleneck and a fanny pack and his acid wash jeans. So terrible. Another thing that definitely doesn't need to come back, shoulder pads, y'all. Do not bring that back. Y'all, I have broad shoulders anyway, and everything in the 80s had shoulder pads in it, even freaking t-shirts. I had to cut them out. Insane. Nobody needs that. Nobody needs that. I think that's all my fabric, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm rambling on. And since I only have, I got like one thing to show y'all in DIY this week, so I'm just going to show y'all. If I can move along, because this was not short at all. I don't know who I was trying to fool. Well, it's not short. But I got these really cool charms from Loretta's Beads. I had to order some more lobster claws. Y'all, I did it again. I apologize for constantly saying lobster claws. They are lobster clasps, not lobster claws. I say it every time, and when I watch my video back, I'm like, why do you keep saying that? And then I just did it again. Lobster clasps, not lobster claws, y'all. We don't have tiny lobster claws holding things together. And I also ordered some crimp beads, which, I mean, you know, that's not exciting to look at. But something I did order that is a notion type thing. Or what do they call it? I don't call it notions in jewelry. What do they call that? Maybe it's what it is. Anyway, these are ribbon crimps. Oh, I might try to do something with that. I don't know what yet. But they just look really cool. And I thought I could utilize them. I don't know. I might make some kind of removable strap for my bags, because the zippered ones all have a strap. Because the drawstring ones I don't put a little handle on, because when you pull up the drawstring, there's your handle. I mean, that's the way I feel about it anyway. So, I don't know. What do y'all think? I've seen them with removable ones, but I'm like, I don't really want to remove it, because I'm just going to lose it. I don't understand why you want it to be removable. But if it's something y'all like, just let me know. I don't know. But the other thing I got were these really cool charms. They're really too big to be stitch markers, but they may work for zipper pulls or just some cool earrings. I may put those in there. I don't know. But look at it. It's like a... Alright. Come on and focus on... it won't focus while my hand's not in front of my face. So there we go. Yeah, it's a feather, but it's segmented, so it bends. See? I thought those were... Okay. This is the back of it. No, that's not the back of it. There you go. That's how the back looks. But it's in a copper tone. Oh, my goodness. So, I think they would make really cool earrings. And they're so floppity. So, I don't know. I got a big... It's always cheaper to get the big pack. I got like 20 of them. So, I think that would be cool. I don't know if anybody would buy earrings in there. Although, my stitch markers I sell with the round earring back, you could wear those as earrings, y'all. Alright. My goodness. I got another video to record. This has gone way longer than I thought it would, as it usually does. I don't know why I even think. Just sit down and talk, Christy. Don't think about it, because it's going to be what it's going to be. Isn't that right? So, I think I showed y'all everything I wanted to show y'all. And I'm hoping that next podcast we'll have lots of finished objects, or mostly finished objects. We shall see. I'm going to work on a quilt today. And I need to work on the bag for Sandra. Sandra, if you're watching, you know who you are. I have not forgotten about you. I'm terribly, terribly sorry. It's taken me so long to work on that bag for you. I feel terrible about it because it should have been finished already. Life, it just passes you by so quickly, but I haven't forgotten about you, and I will be working on that today as well. So, anything else? I don't think so. I think that's all for today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Think about subscribing down below. Yeah, I got some fun things coming up. I've told you about some of them. So I'll be looking for another video about my thyroid cancer experience. That will be a non-crafty video. So if you don't want to watch it, that's okay. But I felt the need to do it because somebody else may be experiencing that, or know somebody who's experiencing that. So yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go for now, and I hope y'all have a great week.